Okay, if you want the short version of this video, the TDLR, here it is. Ashwagandha can calm you in the short term, but for some people, daily long-term use flips the switch too far. You go from chill to numb. No excitement, no motivation, no emotions. Now, here's the crazy part. I actually felt this happen to me. Ashwagandha didn't just calm me. It felt like someone unplugged my soul and left me running on airplane mode. Moments that felt exciting, nothing. Here's the short version before we go deep. This herb can lower stress hormones and crank up calm, but push it too far or too high, your emotions can go flat. At first, it felt incredible. Chill, unbothered, sleeping better, workout smooth. Then something shifted. The gym stopped lighting me up. Even the Eye of the Tiger playlist couldn't save me. My friends said I was quieter, conversations felt like work. A month or so in, I couldn't remember the last time I laughed until my stomach hurt. It was like watching my life through glass. Even cheap meals were just meals. Everything that was once enjoyable wasn't enjoyable anymore. I've been reviewing supplements for 12 years. My mom in Jordan still thinks I just review protein powders. Habibi, why you look so serious? Because sometimes a natural stress fixer can blunt your feelings, mom. So, why does this happen? Ashwagandha mainly works by lowering cortisol. That's your stress signal. Lowering stress feels amazing, up to a point. Drop it too low, your brain stops switching gears. Excitement and motivation dim. It also leans on your GABA system, the brakes in your brain. Too much brake for too long, you don't just feel calm, you feel flat. Think of it like turning down the volume on life. At first, peaceful. Keep it down long enough and you forget what loud feels like. Most people buy standardized extracts and KSM 66 is around 5% with analytes. Common dose is 300 to 600 milligrams a day. But there is a newer version, Shodan. It's much stronger. About 35% with analyte glycosides. Effective at just 60 milligrams to 120. Daily use, week after week, is where trouble shows up. 300 milligrams can relax you with most extracts. Mid-range, some people start to feel blunted. Push to the top daily end, and that robot mode isn't rare. It isn't just theory. It actually happened to my friend. My friend Hamoudi took it every day at lunchtime for months. At first, he felt calmer, more stable. By the second month, his fire was gone. That drive he normally has replaced with sadness, and he's not the type to be sad. He had waves of anxiety, panic. He said it felt like his soul wasn't there. Sleep was chaotic, one night good, the next night insomnia. We sat at dinner one time in the evening, and he just stared at the table, trying to chat, trying to be normal, and you could tell something was eating him alive from inside. Normally he's funny and loud, but that night he looked like someone who lost everything and he was just trying to be positive. When he finally quit, it didn't reset overnight. It took months before he started to feel better. And even then, even months later, he said he only started to feel like himself. He still had PTSD from all that experience that he had with ashwagandha. Scroll TikTok and Reddit, and you'll see the same pattern. Calm at first, then numb, flat. Music doesn't hit, motivation gone.
So I came to the end of that 2-month cycle and I stopped. And I don't think I'll be going back to it, and I'll tell you why. So towards the end of that 2 months, maybe like week 5, week 6, I started feeling very disconnected and very emotionless.
Not everyone gets it, but enough people do that it's worth saying out loud. And to be fair, some people genuinely benefit from it. If you're chronically stressed or anxious, it can feel like a lifesaver. But the problem is, when it's used daily, long-term use takes you from calm to numb without you noticing. If you're wondering how to spot it, here's a quick gut check. Did you laugh this week? Did a song give you chills? Did good news actually feel good? If 2 or more are a no, then that's normally a red flag. People describe the same buckets, emotions muted, touch and sensations just feel meh, libido and satisfaction down, no spark to start or finish tasks. You're with people, but you feel detached. You just don't feel like yourself. You feel like your soul is just taken from you, but you're just there, existing. Here's context no one mentions. In Ayurveda, ashwagandha wasn't just a forever pill. It was cycled and used during recovery phases. Now, it's sold like a multivitamin. You take it indefinitely. Most modern studies run from like 8 to 12 weeks, long enough to show benefits, but not long enough to map what happens months on end of using it. One more watch out: stacking. Combine ashwagandha with other calming supplements or even medications like SSRIs. You can multiply that numb effect. That's when people say that it feels like you're turning off your feelings. If you're on medication or dealing with mental health conditions, talk to your doctor, talk to your professional, your medical professional before starting or stopping anything. I'm not a doctor, by the way, but if you're already feeling blunted, here's what helps many people after stopping. Week 1 to week 2, expect mood swings while your brain recalibrates. It's going to take some time. Light structure and routine helps. Go for walks, get your sunlight, get your exercise, get your regular meals in, try to eat a little bit healthier, get multivitamins like a B complex. L-tyrosine also help and rebuild drive. Train really hard. Even short, easy sessions will get you back in prime motivational kind of state. Use music on purpose, like find playlists that used to give you chills, that used to make you feel good or feel in some type of way. Keep like a daily log if you want to take it a step further, and log when you laughed, and when you were excited, when you enjoyed music, yes or no type of thing. Over a few weeks, most people see the yes come back. Some take longer. My friend took months to recover. But the good news is recovery is possible. Bottom line, the ashwagandha is marketed as a stress reliever, but for some people, it becomes the calm of apathy. Like you're buying a relaxation candle and realizing it smells like wet cardboard. If any of this sounds like you, drop your experience below so other people can see, so they're not alone. If you've been on it daily for a while, consider a break or a daily or a lower dose, or even just, I can, like for myself, I would just stop. But especially if music and joy and motivation doesn't hit like they used to, you should definitely take a break. This isn't the only natural supplement with a dark side. I tested another one and it also went sideways fast. That's the next video, but stay safe, and mom, I'm fine. Just a little too fine. But honestly, there's better supplements out there for your mental well-being. Consider something like Shilajit, tyrosine, B complex. Take care of your health, get your sleep, and subscribe. That also helps.